Hey, good morning, Dave Knight, 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's Monday, August 6th, 2018. Um, we have a early morning blue bar. This is range right now. Actually want to get involved with it at 12 today for now. I think we might see an early morning sell-off for went down to 6, 7. Highest volume bar is right here, this blue one coming in at 4,034, and then we saw a 50-point run up, 50 tick run up from there. And we're down. I took the first shot at below the sell line here. Go mid-range, top of range. So this would be a buy above here, sell below down here, and inside the mid-range. We opened up with a 19 tick stop loss, and then we're trailing it. So 18.5, or you can look right here, 1.85. Move the decimal point over, round up 19. We moved down to 69.06. We went down 7. Gan signal if we can get it. So opening trade doesn't look too good right now. I thought maybe we'd break through here and go on down, not stop. So 3P target right now is 68 ticks is 67.97. Excuse me, that's not true. We got in at 69.12. 68.44. Gan signal is 67.39, so that's what I'm going to be hunting for now. Is it actually the Gan signal, 67.39? Some things don't change. I always open up with hoping that the market will tank or go up strongly. And Monday can be one of those days that the market can do just about anything at once as far as moving. So what I've done is just moved to what my Gan signal is telling me right now. This is 137.5 degree angle. It's a target that I like to use when I'm trading. It's just something to have an eyeball on to start with. Looks like we're going to get knocked out of this one though, yeah. Take a 12 tick hit. Now we need volume to kick in here. I was using highest volume bar from back here to go short. Now I want to just hold out and see what we can see from this point. I did like the trade, and we were at that point several different times. 1, 2, 3. This would have been a 4th time through and down. So I like the GAN signal. I mean, you could look at this was 1, 2, 3, fourth time. We tried 4 times to bust through at that level there, and it just didn't want to work out at this point. Pausing, munching down some breakfast here. Back to R1. So basically, I'm going to be on the sidelines until volume comes back now. This is the highest red bar of the session, I believe. If I look back. Yeah. So, blue is obviously outweighing. So this could be, when I look at volume, I look at volume in several different ways. Now, the volume could mean the end of a move. It can mean a beginning of a move. So this could be blow off volume here and then a sell off. Or this could just be some short covering, and then we continue to make a move up. So volume can mean one of, and I used to think that when I saw blue bar, I always wanted to sell it. Well, that's not necessarily true. Just because you see a blue doesn't mean that you are always going to sell it. Now, more times than not, I'm going to try to sell it. And if I would have been involved in the market early, I probably would have been looking at below the R1 line to get involved. And now you can tell that I think we're back at the R1. So ideally, I mean, if you're looking at first time that the opportunity came across was right here at the R1, right in this area. And if you didn't get involved in here, it might have been up here that you could got involved in a short. That might be, who knows? I mean, right now it looks like we're going to go attempt to hit these highs off, pick the highs off of the market. And the true move might be up today. And then you look back at it, and hindsight always tells you what this volume bar means. At the time, I mean, if you're looking at, right edge, when this bar comes across, I would like this as a top, and then try to sell it off. And then if it broke through back, meaning it would go after it initially went down underneath it, and then went back up, I'd look, okay, we're going to go long, so buy above. But there was no strength above this line. I mean, it went up a little bit, but it just, you can see it stair stepping up. Now, a strong blue move up, if it wants to go up, this isn't going to stop it. It's going to continue to move up. It's going to maybe settle around right for a while, and then boom. I mean, right here, if you look at this is a whole, basically an hour of just staying roughly in a range here, just stair stepping our way up. And when you see stair steps like this, that usually means that you're going to have a sell-off. Now, the sell-off does come in on that move, and it comes all the way back down basically to the break point when the line took off, and now it's playing back at even. So what I'm trying to say is right now, I mean, there is no real indication of which way this market wants to go, because it's true. I put this up here. This bar is a 50 tick range. So you have the bottom of the range, mid-range between the two, and the top of range right in here. So I expect that we're going to come, with not knowing exactly what traders want to do, or the market wants to do. It's going to hit the tops of ranges too to see what's up here. And then, most likely what we're going to need to see is more volume accumulating with high volume bars, such as what we see with the red one here. And that's about it right now. So if you're looking back from 430 to now, that's it. I mean, you had the 430 bar kick in, and then you had the red side of this kick in at 740. And honestly, that's been the only two real true volume bars of the market. I mean, you can look at this one and you can look at this one after the market opens up, but they're insignificant as it relates to some of the higher volume bars that you see on the charts. Now, I believe that we should see some more volume before I want to get back involved in it. Now, once again, I'm sitting down 12 ticks right now, so that's just part of my plan to allow the market, and I'm not getting involved in it again. Notice that I didn't just jump right back in. Um, I was okay with taking it down here. I'm not okay with taking it inside this range right now, not knowing what we're going to do. I don't believe that this red bar right here is strong enough to drive the market past. Let's just mark the high while we're here. I don't believe it'll be strong enough. And it might end up pushing it by a couple ticks. I don't really want to mark that. So this is roughly the high. So most likely we will probably stop somewhere through here and have a minor sell-off again. So the market, look at it, it's getting close to the highs here. When in doubt, the market will run one way or the other. And right now I can tell you that it's easier for the market participants in this Monday to go see what's above that 58 mark right now. At this point in time, when we got involved, I think that was a very good time to attempt the short side. We had attempted to hit this through here. If there was any strength at all underneath this move, it wouldn't have stopped here. And maybe I could have taken a little bit less of a loss. Maybe I could have moved into break even quickly once it decided that it didn't want to break through. So maybe I could have taken less of a loss. I don't know. You look at the other side of this, like, why aren't you long? No, I don't know. I look back at this volume, I look back at the range, and I would have preferred to be short to start this day off. And when in doubt, stay out. I'm not smart enough to catch this long side trade yet. That's what I'll tell you about that. Now we just made a high by 2 ticks there. Let me see this volume bar kick in. Was that strong enough to stop the up move? We'll find out. Don't like getting involved in something between R1 to R2 on just a fake out move. I want to see it come underneath, go back above, and then get involved in it. Or I want to see accumulation of 5 blue bars together in a short period of time. So we did push the high by 2 ticks there. They did it quickly. Very tempting to go short right here. Or I'm trying to be a little bit more on the disciplined side and wait for a true signal to come across for me to go short again. Well, what I'm waiting on is the market to get above my highway. Then I'll short underneath this right here. If it takes off without me, it takes off without me. It doesn't follow plan. waiting for the fat of the bar to get above the top of the highway right here. So the other side of this is if it goes above and keeps moving up, then this isn't a true short signal. Alright, so we have a short in at 47 now. We've run the high, but we only ran the high by 2 ticks. So are we going to run the lows now? Possibly. Now if this one, I think if this one hits me at the loss, so if it fills me 12 plus 19, that put me at 31 ticks. I'll be done on the day. But this one loses and never comes up. If it fills me, it even moves 1 tick my favor and then knocks me out at minus 18, that'll be minus 30. So I'm trying to stick to minus 30. No great. Once I hit above 30 or so, then I don't really want to take on that next trade. So it could be anywhere above 30 though, so it might be, like for instance, if it hit 29 ticks, it'd give me the opportunity if I wanted to take one more trade, but being so close to 30, probably just trade for the next day. Alright, going to pause until we get filled, or we do something different, and I'll tell you what's going on. Okay, it filled me. Move went 1 tick under. Some days you just don't have it. We'll see. Now the reason that I decided to go with a trailing stop loss, and I'm going with a 1R stop now because I'm trying to stop myself from overtrading inside the middle here. Like I would take a half an R back in the day, or I'd take 2/3 R. Not just decided, you know what, I'm going to go up to 20 ticks. So I don't really want to be above 20. So I'm looking at R as a risk, and risk is always R multiple as it relates to Van K. Tharp's work. This is my way of looking at Van K. Tharp's work, R, and then I added the P side of it because I want to make more. So for instance, if you look at 19 versus 23, so I want to get 23 ticks before I lose 19 today. $43. So we went down 4 ticks. 3 more. Now let's plug it in. 69.47 is entry point. A 1p down move. We need 24. So we need the market to run to 24. We'll leave it at 25. 41. Two more. $31 is 16. It's good enough to be at break even now. Could be at 49. I don't know. Take a 2-tick hit here. What's the difference between winning 1 tick or taking a 2-tick hit? That'll put us down minus 14 and still have another opportunity at another trade. So, alright, that's what we'll do. Went down 16 ticks, I believe. 31, 47, 16, yes. We opened up with a 19 tick, so that actually would put us at 50. Don't like being on 50s. We'll hold 49. A 3p down move. Oh, that's right. We need to move here, right? 67.37. 67.39. We're going to come off of that a little bit now. I'm going to look at 67.49 now. Now this is just wishful thinking at this point. Hopeful, wishful thinking. And actually, we'll come off 20 ticks off of that. I'm looking at the nearest mark. Is a 9p down move, 67.43. So that's what we'll look for. 67.43 is the nearest mark. What I'm looking at basically is just a really nice profit target if the market decides that it's topped and wants to come down. So that's why I'm looking at 67.43. So it runs on down and through. What's the nearest mark from 67.39? If I look at that, it's 67.43. It's closer to 67.20, 67.43. 67.43 is closer to 67.39. So that's why I'm using the 9. This is just hopeful thinking at this point, though. Now, 3p down move, if we can get it, is 68.79. Now, right there, that's good enough to me at break even now. Hit the wrong line there, didn't I? Not officially run through our 1p mark. 2p down. Find my. The 2p down move brings us to 69.02 down here. to mid-range. Down and through. We'll lock in 3. It's pretty normal for me to lock in 3 when we're above 20 ticks in profit. Now if I would take this trade off, you can see right now I've won. Now here's the thought process. I'm looking for a bigger movement, right? Good trades don't come along very often. So when you're in good position, you hold it. And basically you pray that you don't get taken out. But obviously this could be the end of the move right here at mid-range, take us out, and then it could go its own merry way too. So I'm going to pause here, see which one we hit next. Are we going to go down to 2p, or are we going to get knocked out here on our stop, profit stop at this point now? This move down here will allow us to move to 5 ticks. So now we're in that, gotta hope it continues to move down phase. I apologize, my voice is kind of I don't know, I guess it's from doing yard work and being out in the pollen and stuff. My boy, that's heat week this week. My oldest is a sophomore this year. Heat week for football. So now I'm looking at 32. I'm looking at the R1 line. I'm thinking, how much do I want to be above the R1 line if the move wants to be down? Right now I want to be about 10 ticks away from it. I'm looking for the market to move to the 2p mark. I mean, this might be the end of my trading today. Knocks me out here at 42, and then I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. This is the best chance, I believe, that we have right now for the market to tank. If we're looking at charts, I'm having my mind on looking at the hourly chart. So right now we can see that we got this mark right here we could run to. Pulls us below the 6,900 line. Look, if we come down to a 15-minute chart, see that we have the mark down here at 68.70. That's more inclined. That'll bring us a 3p profit target right there too, by the way. And anything above, anytime I can take away a 3p profit target on a trading day, I'm going to try to get it. I'm going to try to get close to it at least. We have, we're 1 tick away from hitting that right there, 2p target, and through. 2p has been hit, so we're in a decent trade right now. Well, I don't want to. Now do I want to see R1? Do I not want to see R1? Do I want to see mid-range? Do I want to see down here? Do I want to see it go back above this? No. So I'm looking back at where we were previously when I thought that we were going to go down to start with. This looks like a good point. Mid-range looks like a good point. So at this point I'm going to protect 29. This will get us winning the day, although it'll be a little bit, but we win the day. Now, next down target is 68.79. That's 3p down. I expect it to move back to here, the 14 line. I'm hoping it'll stay within 5 ticks of the 15, stay around 2021 on the move up, and then stop. That's kind of my hope. So what I'm going to do here is pause until we either get knocked out at our stop or we hit 3p. Alright, so we pushed up to, looks like we pushed up to 26 there, got close to getting stopped. It didn't go above mid-range though. So what do we not want to see now? I don't want to see a move back anywhere near here. So we're going to go ahead and lock in. Obviously if we get hit, we get hit. I don't want to see it move above that 24 mark. I really don't want to see it get above. Now, since we hit here, I don't want to see it get above the low of the range now. So we're going to move to 19. Call it 18. So basically what I'm doing is trying to lock in profit, but give it room. This is the most dangerous part of trading though, because you just don't know how much of a whipsaw the market could run before it goes your way if it wants to go. It did go underneath by a couple ticks, but then it stopped. So this could be the end of the down move, and we're going to go back up too. So we got to keep that in the back of our minds. I don't see volume to tell me that that down move's over, but that doesn't mean that it won't do it anyway. A 3p move once again is 68.79. And we're looking at our 15-minute chart. All we've really done at this point is hitting the bottom of this mark before the market went up, this 5-minute mark. So we've not officially even hit the bottom. Now we did. So this could be the end of that move, and it goes right back up too. So I want to pay attention to that. So at this point in time, I really don't want to see the market get above the low band here. So we're going to protect 13 now. Pivot point magnetism. There's a pivot point kicking in. You can see another. This is a range from Friday, right in here. I really don't want to see the bands hit again. We've already attempted that move right here and stopped it, and it went down. So, you know, honestly, this could be the end of the move. It could just go down to the bottom of that 15-minute side when we're looking over here. This could be the end of the move. Hit here and then go straight back up from here. So it doesn't have to go to the hell and back. $1.5 P today is 69.13. This coincides where I am today. It means nothing really other than it just coincided with it today. So we're locked in 34 ticks. So we've got a win on the table and a win on the trading day. So at this point, just a matter of how much profit am I going to get on my Monday. Am I only going to get 13 or am I going to get more? I'm going to pause here. We're either going to run us out at 13 or we're going to 3P. I'll be back. Alright, I just got hit. Never saw it, but it's there. So this is where you just you pull in too close. Is the market going to tank from here? Yeah, this is the hardest part of trading one contract, honestly, because you don't know. I mean, if I was trading two, would I be holding up here? Will I be looking for a further move? Would I have taken it out at 1P and then the second one would have been out here? Or would I have held here because I already knocked 1P target out and therefore I'm in a better position on the trade? So there's obviously things that I can do better, but knowing that I was able to pull 26 ticks out after being down 12, I think it was today. I mean, this could be this could be the end of the down move today too. We could go up, 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 up too. I mean, there's no said that the market was going to go down today. There's nothing that says that the market is going to go down to here. Market just as easily go back up to here and hit the $70 a barrel. So this is just the minor retracement looking back at the trading range. So this is what we've basically, the old concept that we just did is fill the gap. So the gap was up here and all we done was fill the gap. If you think about, there's nothing new under the sun when it comes to trading. All I did is I covered around the gap. I expected the market to get down into the gap from the move. I took advantage of it, and if it would have had any strength, let me get my screen draw tool out. If it had any strength, it would have continued to make that move down here and wouldn't have stopped. Now maybe this is the top and then it's going down, and I got in a little too close. Well, that's stuff that I can learn from, right? You know, you can learn, okay, I got a little too close, maybe I should have been up here a little bit higher. You know, maybe I should have protected 1P and not been so worried about the bottom of the band. So right now I'm working with ranges, right? So what's called zone of control. And this is a fairly new concept for me to understand. But what I can tell you is that working with a trailing stop, it's stopping me from my biggest weakness right now. My biggest weakness in trading is two things: overtrading and revenge. Those are my two biggest weaknesses as a day trader. As a positional trader, as a swing trader, they're not my weaknesses because I'm using a 1R stop on most of my trading situations that are further out the curve and the time frame. But day trading, I've played around with 1/2 R. I've played around with 2/3 R. You've heard me talk about this over and over again if you followed me for any length of time. Now I just said I'm going to go 1 R with a trailing stop and hopefully go no greater than 20 ticks. So it'd be less than 20. And then there's going to be a time that the market, if it gets above 20 ticks, that maybe you SA baby, stand aside because the volatility is too high to trade. It's a lot of writing on there. Let's get rid of some of that. So, like I said, you just don't know. I mean, this could be the end of the down move. All we've done right now is filled the gap. Maybe I should have held above, you know, instead of 13, maybe I should have held the 19 mark. Maybe I should have been up here. I don't know. I really didn't want to see the bottom of the band hit again after we had tested it here and here. So we tested here and we tested here. So at 841 and also at 843 we tested, trying to run back to the band. And once we broke through it decisively after being there, we went through, come back up, and I expected it, but once we got down underneath here, I didn't really want to see the bottom of the band run at that point. So I felt, you know, I mean, it's like, wow, you lost that more part of the move. Maybe I should have been here on the blue line a little higher. That's the questions that come in as I continue, because yeah, the blue line might have been the mark to be at, and you'll see me hold the blue line too. When in doubt, you know, bottom of range or blue line. Well, blue line looks like it would have been a better mark. 21. Now here at 18, 19. All right. Well, the good news is I'm going to pause right here. Well, let's see here. It looks like it's going to make a move. With volume kicking in, who knows which way we're going to go. So it went up and through there. It went up through the band now. So now I'm feeling okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about knocking out at 13 now. That we could go up to the highs now. Look at that freaking move. So hey, now I'm feeling pretty smart. So hey, you know, ha ha ha. Oh well. Sometimes the scroll gets the nut, right? End up plus 26 right now, pausing. Alright, so we came down here, stopped here, and now we're trading up here. So it does look like the only thing at this point that was a run filling the gap, pretty much. Just a basic trading 101, filling the gap, and now heading back up. So if you put the extension on here, you can easily see that it can knock out the $70 a barrel mark to 61.8%. From the lows of Friday to now. So this move can move up here to 70 is what you're looking at. Now, the other side of this is if this is the top. Whoops. Downside pressure down to pivot. So what's What's a better trade right now? You can say the long side of this market's a better trade, humbly speaking. So in the long, maybe this move up here was just covering of some shorts before the market goes up to $70 a barrel. Does it happen today? Does it happen tomorrow? Who knows? What I can tell you is that I'm going to pause here. I don't see anything worth trading on volume side. All we've done as it relates to volume is move back into the range. I didn't want to see it get back to here, which was low of range, after we had already attempted it several different times. And now we're at mid-range, and hell, I could go up here and higher. So, I don't know. And then you could just do the old trick-a-mazoo. This is the end of the move and head back to pivot. Crude oil. What an animal. Just never know what it's going to do next. You just try to take your best educated guess at it. I don't like jumping in markets when I'm in some doubt which way the market direction is. And I can tell you right now that this range right here, from 15 to 40, this range I have marked, is the indecision area. So 3P got within how many there? We made it to 85 and we needed 79. So we got within 6 ticks of 3P move. Our trade itself, we had lost 12 and then won 12 plus 26. Then we got 38 ticks on the second trade. So first trade minus 12, second is plus 38, the net out 26. That pulls me out of the hole a little bit right now. I'm sitting at 29,821. I like that right now. I don't really want to give up anything more today at this point, unless I see something that makes me extremely excited about trading. So what I'm going to do is actually stop this video, and if I see anything else that I want to talk about, I will make part 2. But for now, I'm going to, I like my gains on the table at this point. So this might be the end of my trading day. I'll see. I'm going to wait for volume. Maybe if we see some high volume, might want to attempt a little bit. We'll see.